Hello, good afternoon. I'm sorry, my connection was interrupted. Ayun, I planned to coach at 3 p.m. But the thing is, after my class at 2 p.m. in BF Homes, sobrang haba ng traffic kasi it's Saturday and then sobrang lapit namin dito sa South Mall. So, yun, ang traffic uh, sobrang haba. And it's Saturday. Ayun, so ang hirap lumabas ng BF Homes. So hindi ako nakapag-start mag-coach ng 3 p.m. Ayun, nandito na ako. I just actually arrived and diretso na. So, I planned to teach mathematics, general education mathematics. But the thing is, ang hirap na mag-set up kasi I really don't have time now. So, I changed my plan. I'll be going to coach in science na lang muna. Ayun, so by tomorrow, I still have classes. Monday, full din. So, by Tuesday na siguro ako mag-start ng coaching ko talaga. That's every day here in the page and then in my review groups. Okay. Kasi ang hirap ng schedule ko. As of now kasi, sobrang daming, hindi naman sa pero sobrang daming mga estudyante na gusto mag-aral. So, yung schedule ko sobrang, pag holiday kasi sobrang puno ako niyan. Kasi ang dami nagre-request mag-aaral sa akin, ganun. So, Monday is holiday. Kaya nga ngayon, Saturday and Sunday, I still teach. Kasi, so, hindi ko na sila kayang ma-accommodate dun sa Monday to Friday ko na schedule. So, ayun. Saturday, Sunday yung iba, nag-aaral. And then, yung iba pag holiday, nagbubook na kagad sila. Ayun. So, yun lang. Basta laban lang. Sa gusto naman, sa mga nagtatanong, medyo nakaka-offend yung sobrang, I keep on talking about like, ang pagre-review is just like refreshing yourself of the topics that you have studied in college. The reason why we studied college is because for us to be prepared and to be fully equipped for the upcoming test that we're going to take, which is LET or licensure examination for teachers. Tapos pabalik-balik yung mga question na teacher, lalabas ba yung mga questions mo dun sa tawag nito sa LET exam, on the LET exam. Paulit-ulit ko rin sabihin na pag ganun yung mindset mo, mag-take ka na lang after siguro mga 5 LETs pa. You have to prepare for that. Kasi ganito kasi yun. Pag yung question memorize mo and then memorize mo yung sagot. Shall I say, medyo naiba lang yung yung question. Umiba lang konti, lumihis lang konti dun sa concept na inaral mo dun sa question na yun. Anong mangyayari? 'Di ba? So the purpose of review is for you to refresh yourself of the concept or lahat ng topics na cover ng LET or licensure exam for teachers. And then lahat naman siguro yung topics na yun pinag-aralan natin during college days. Ang mahirap nga lang kasi tawag nito, we already have like studied it like for 3 years or 4 years ago and stuff like that. So, ang dami na. So, ayun. Ang ano ko na lang dyan, sa pagre-review, refresh yourself na lang. Equip yourself with the concept. Iba kasi yung review na yung memorize mo lang yung questions at saka yung sagot. Kaysa yung aralin mo yung buong concept, intindihin mo, you go deeper. That's it. Yun yung gusto kong review na gagawin nyo dapat. Hindi yung memorize ng question, ay lalabas sa ganito, ganyan, blah blah blah. No, equip yourself kasi iba yung pag naiba yung question, naiba yung concept, lumihis lang ng konti, wala na kayo, 'di ba? Okay, so anyway, tama na yung masyado akong bungangera. Anyway, ayun, so number 1, I have here a question. Science muna tayo ha kasi I plan to teach in mathematics. But the thing is, I really don't have time to prepare kasi sa mathematics, kailangan kong gumamit ng whiteboard. May whiteboard naman ako dito and the thing is, like yung setup ng camera and stuff like that. Anyway, andito na. Number 1, the structure in the nucleus which manufactures ribosomes for protein synthesis. Okay, so ribosomes, for protein synthesis talaga siya. Ano yung synthesis? May 2 words tayo. We have 2 words being used in the study of cell. This is like synthesis and hydrolysis. Okay, so actually this is like for Gen Ed because I studied this one back in botany and zoology nung I was like first year. Synthesis is like this one kasi yung cells natin may cell membrane natin is semi-permeable. When I say semi-permeable, it does not allow all the things to get inside of the cell. Now, anong gagawin ng cell? Kasi sobrang liliit lang din yung opening in towards the cell or yung papasok sa cell at palabas. And these macromolecules like proteins, carbohydrates, what more? Lipids and stuff like that, or nucleic acids, sobrang lalaki. Like for example, yung protein na yan, isang protein lang, so yung isang polypeptide, sobrang haba, sobrang laki niya. So it is not enough to get inside the cell. So anong gagawin doon? With the help of the enzymes, yung mga like sa protease and stuff like that, it will be cut into simpler molecules which are in protein, amino acids, and carbohydrates into simple sugars like glucose and stuff like that, galactose and fructose. Now, pag nakapasok na yun, paisa-isa yan sila papasok sa loob. For example, yung protein. Isang amino acid, papasok yan. Papasok. And then after that, pag nakapasok na sila, dun sa si ribosomes naman, ibibuild niya ulit yan into protein macromolecule. So, kaya nga si ribosome is a site of protein synthesis. Building up. Protein synthesis is parang nagbi-build up ka ng structure. Whereas the hydrolysis is the opposite. Yung kinakat mo yun into yung sobrang laking macromolecule, kinakat mo siya into simpler molecules. Ganon, si hydrolysis. Okay? So, opposite. They work antagonistically. Si hydrolysis is breaking down, whereas the synthesis naman is building up. Okay? Ganon siya. So, protein synthesis is was that found in ribosomes. And the inside, where do these ribosomes are manufactured? They're manufactured inside the nucleus. And that structure, kung sa loob ng nucleus, pag titingnan nyo pa, mayroon pang tinatawag natin dyan na nucleolus. And that is the site of ribosomal production. Okay? Or, doon ginagawa si ribosomes. Pag si ribosomes na nagawa, lalabas yan dun sa nucleus, and dun siya mag-stick sa endoplasmic reticulum. Okay? So, endoplasmic reticulum naman, doon niya sinesynthesize yung protein. Okay? So, the question here is like, the structure in the nucleus which manufactures ribosomes for protein synthesis. The answer here is nucleolus. Okay? Nucleolus is different from nucleus. Nucleus controls, or the brain, the control center or the brain of the cell. Okay? It controls all the cellular activities inside the cell. So, ganun sa nucleus. And also, it houses the DNA and the RNA. Okay? So, ayun. Si nucleolus is the site of ribosomal synthesis or the production of ribosomes. Okay? So, ribosomes naman is the site of protein synthesis or the synthesizing of the protein from amino acids into polypeptides. Okay? Ayun. Number 2, cellular structure that regulates which enters and leaves the cell. So, this is very obvious. That's cellular cell membrane. Okay? Cell membrane, the fondly name of that is what we call the guard of the cell. Kasi sila yung nag-aalaw or hindi nag-aalaw ng molecules to get inside of the cell. Okay? Ganun siya. So, cellular cell membrane. Next one, organelle that store water. Okay. Anyway, organelles that store materials such as water, salts, and carbohydrates, or like sugar. They may occupy a large space within the plant cells. Okay, so the answer here is very obvious. When I say storage, actually, we call this one, the fun name of this organelle is the garbage bin or yung basurahan. Kasi, doon ini-store lahat. Like, for example, yung damaged or worn out organelles, like yung nasira ng mga organelle doon, kasi yan, i-digest ng isang organelle din na I'll be going to discuss later. I-digest siya, and then after digestion, ilalagay siya doon, i-store siya doon sa vacuole. Okay? Sa vacuole siya. Vacuoles are garbage bin or they're what we call the storage area of the cell. Okay. Doon nakastore yung water. Doon nakastore yung mga worn out or mga digested materials at saka toxic substances na nasa cell. Okay? So, doon siya in-store. So, storage is or garbage bin, that is vacuole. Now, the differences between vacuole in animal cell and plant cell is that plant cell has a very large only one large vacuole. It almost occupied the whole cell. Okay? Whereas in the animal cell, sobrang daming vacuoles pero sobrang liliit lang niya. Okay? So, ganun siya. Yun. Number 4, helps to support, strengthen, and protect the cell. No found in animal cells. Okay, so this one, protection, that is the organelle we called cell wall. Okay, cell wall is the primary function is to protect the plant cell. Kaya nga yung dahon medyo stiff siya pag finold mo siya, bigla na, tik, tutunog, mga ganun. Kasi, it is, yung cell wall kasi, it is made up of cellulose, and that's really very stiff stuff. Okay, stiff thing. And that makes it like so brittle. Ganun siya. And, ayun. So, kaya nga tayo sobrang soft kasi we don't have cell walls. Animal cells don't have cell walls, but yung plant cells may cell wall. Ganun siya. Okay. So, ayun. It's, cell wall is only found in plant cell. Okay? Animal cells, wala. Next, photosynthetic organelle found in many plant cells only. Okay, so when I say synthetic organelles found in many plants only. When I say photosynthetic, this is the site of proteins, photosynthesis. Okay, so photosynthesis, saan siya ginagawa? Sa chloroplast. And in the chloroplast, it contains the green pigment, which is called chlorophyll, which traps the sunlight. And this chemical energy from the sunlight is being used in the process of photosynthesis. Okay? So, ganun siya. A chloroplast. And it contains chlorophyll. Okay? Si chloroplast, andun yung photosynthesis process or the production of food by the plants. Okay? Kasi ang plants are autotrophic. That means they manufacture their own food. Unlike us, we are heterotrophic because we just eat those producers and other consumers. Okay? Ganun siya. Autotrophic, that means they make their own food. Heterotrophic, that means we just eat or consume other organisms like plants, the producers, and the other consumers. Okay, so ayun. Next, a system of channels that transport protein through the cell. Okay, system of channels, this is endoplasmic reticulum, and the acronym for endoplasmic reticulum is ER. And then try to put that in transport, and then put that ER. That's transporter. Okay, so transport ER or transporter, we call this endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, it's a highway or like it transport protein. Usually ang ribosome makikita natin siya sa nag-stick sa rough endoplasmic reticulum kasi nga si endoplasmic reticulum itself is the transporter. Okay, so that's the passageway or the highways. Okay, next one. The liquid inside the cell that all the organelles are suspended in. So, yung makikita saan natin na area inside the cell na makikita natin lahat ng organelles, lahat ng mga tinutukoy kong organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, nucleus, and stuff like that. So, it is found in the jelly-like structure or the liquid stuff inside the cell that where all organelles are suspended in. That is cytoplasm. Okay? Cytoplasm. Protoplasm naman, that includes already the nucleus, the cytoplasm, and the cell membrane. Okay, the whole part of that cell. If you're going to cut it cross-section in a cross-section, okay, we call that protoplasm. Okay, next one, organelles, which provide cells with energy by using the sugar as a fuel source. Okay, so this is mitochondria. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, as it being called as its fondly name. It is the site of cellular respiration. Cellular respiration, as we say, this is the process of converting the sugar like glucose that we take in, and then it will be converted into energy called ATP. And then that conversion, like shall I say nag-exercise ka, you sweat a lot, okay? And then you try to inhale oxygen a lot, and then you try to exhale carbon dioxide a lot. Kasi sa cellular respiration, it is like the glucose plus the oxygen that we take in, and then ang byproducts niyan is carbon dioxide and energy and water. Yung carbon dioxide exhale natin, and then si water, that is in the form of sweat. Ganun siya. Or pwede natin ihi pag during cold days. Ganun siya. And si energy naman, si ATP siya, or adenosine triphosphate. Okay? So, yan yung energy. Like, for example, yung movement ko na ginagawa ng ngayon, it requires a lot of ATPs. Okay? Ganon siya katindi. So, we have millions of cells that produces this energy that I need in order for me to move this one. Okay? Ganon siya. Now, next one. Contain chemical and enzymes necessary for digesting certain materials in the cells. Okay? Contains necessary or enzymes or digestive enzymes. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na pag may nasirang organelle inside the cell, it must be digested, it must be removed inside the cell, it must be digested, and then stored in the vacuole. Now, anong organelle nag-work dyan? It's, lysosomes. Lysosomes, ini-engulf niya yung worn out organelles or yung toxic substances, and then digest that. Because lysosomes have digestive enzymes, okay? So that helps it to digest the worn out organelles, and then after digesting it, ilalagay niya doon sa sa tawag nito, sa vacuole and store there. Okay? So, yung process niya, yung engulfing, ang technical term dyan in science is what called phagocytosis. Okay? So, kinakain, ginaganon niya, ini-engulf niya. And after that, i-digest niya yan, and then ilalagay sa okay? Sa vacuole. And then, a system of channels that manufacture carbohydrates and lipids and transport them through the cell. This is system of channel that is also transporter, okay, or endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, next one. Organelle that collects, modifies, and packages chemicals, okay, made at one location in the cell and secretes finished products to be used in another cellular local. Okay, so ito naman siya, as you can see here, is like packages chemicals, okay? So packaging site of the cell is actually the Golgi bodies, or other terms, Golgi apparatus. This packages proteins or other chemicals inside the cell, so the products of the cell, and it will be transported in other parts of the cell or outside of the cell for other cells to be to use. Okay, ganon siya. So packaging site of the cell, or yeah, ganon. Oh, sorry. Collects and modifies, and usually sometimes, yung DNA na dadaan doon sa Golgi apparatus, nag-change siya. Ganun siya. Parang may something that I'm not sure with it. I'm sorry, but it changes the DNA structure and stuff like that. Anyway, or the protein ba. Anyway, ayun, basta packaging site, that's Golgi apparatus. Next one, the organelle responsible for manufacturing proteins. Manufacturing proteins, as I told you, or protein synthesis, that is ribosomes, as I mentioned that in the first question. Number 13, the information on control center of the cell contains genetic information also, and that is nucleus. Okay, so the brain of the cell, or the control center of the cell, is what called nucleus. Lagi nyo lang tandaan yan, kasi usually, nung nag-take ako last 2015, si organelles, sobrang dami niyang questions. Kaya yung mga information about that sa biology part or sa science part, ganun siya, sobrang dami niyang questions. Ayun. So, hopefully by tomorrow, if after my classes usually finishes at 12, so tatravel pa ako from the house of my student until here in my house. Siguro it will take 1 or 1.5 hours. Ganun. And after that, I'll be going here and then gonna do the mathematics part of general education. Now, if you need some more lectures, you can feel free to visit my YouTube channel. You can just type Teacher Seppi or search that Teacher Seppi, same as the name of this page, and then click that. You will see there the channel Licensure Exam for Teachers by Teacher Seppi, and that's my channel. You can watch all the tests there for Proof Ed, General Education, what more? Lectures in mathematics, and what's that? Some rationalization and stuff like that. Okay? So, ganun siya. Visit nyo lang yung channel ko. And then, yeah, by tomorrow, I'll be going to, at the same time, I think, 3 to 5 p.m. also, I'll be going to rationalize mathematics, general education. I need to set up kasi kailangan ko siyang i-explain. Ayaw ko lang siyang yung questions, i-go over yung questions through this. Kasi si mathematics, gusto ko kasi makita nyo paano gagawin, paano ang atake, paano strategy, kung paano siya i-solve yung mga problems sa mathematics. Okay? So, ayun. Ma'am Dia Galunog Gabales. Yeah, welcome po. My pleasure. Ayun. So, by tomorrow, again, 3 to 5 p.m. Basta in between that, I'll be going live again para sa general education mathematics. I hope I could make it like maybe 100, because actually I coach. I just came back from Tacloban. I coach there for general education, and may ginamit akong questions doon. Yun din ang gagamitin ko dito sa live ko, sa pag-help ko sa inyo. And then rationalize natin isa-isa, and then it took me like a day to finish that, because it's like 200 questions all in all. Okay? So, Gen Ed Mathematics pa lang yun. Ayun. So, by tomorrow, see you. And don't forget to visit my YouTube channel or share all the things I have here on the page para share din sa iba at magkaroon ng information ng iba at pumasa para sa let or yung quest para ma-complete yung quest nila to pass the licensure exam this coming September. Okay? So, I hope I help you something today, guys. I'm sorry kasi sa traffic, nga sobrang haba ng traffic. So by tomorrow, I'll be going to help you again with the mathematics, and I hope I can make a lot of questions as much as I can. And yeah, that's it. Bye-bye. God bless everyone. Happy Sunday. Bye. Akala ko sorry, it's Saturday. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.